here we are back to talk about technique 2, prompt types. So we just went over instructional cues. This is the beginning of instruction. So once you give them, the next step in providing instruction is helping your learner acquire a new response. And we do that by prompting. So there are 4 categories of prompts that are commonly discussed or referred to in literature, and they are verbal prompts. That's when you give someone explicit direction or feedback on what behavior they should do. Gestural prompts and visual prompts are in the same category. It means either you use like any type of physical hand gesture or visual support to help evoke the behavior from the learner. The third category is model prompt, when you model the behavior and then allow the learner to demonstrate the behavior, or physical prompt, which is when you actually assist the learner physically engage in the correct behavior. So let's take a look at what they look like. We're just going to use a simple example again with a water bottle and go through all 4 so you can see what they look like. So again, we have Oscar, our student volunteer. Alright, I'm going to give him a verbal prompt here. Oscar, open the water bottle. Okay, so let's pretend he didn't know, like he was thirsty and he didn't know the next step was to open it on his own. So I told him what to do. I prompted his behavior so he could get his drink. It controlled his behavior. That's what a prompt does. Great. So that's a verbal prompt. Very straightforward. You're telling the learner exactly what to do. Next prompt type is gestural or visual. So I could have a visual support card that has a picture of a little boy opening a water bottle, or I could gesture with my hands. So I've given him the water bottle because he's asked for water, he's signed for water, but he doesn't know what to do next. So I can cue him by doing this. That controlled his behavior. Notice I didn't speak, I just gave a gesture. Okay? Now let's say he asked for the water, he's not engaging the behavior. If it was appropriate, we could have 2 water bottles. I open mine, and I can say, you do, or your turn. And my demonstration of the behavior was enough for him to engage in it independently. Now let's say Oscar was not responding to any of those 3 prompt types, so I can physically help him. Put the water bottle in front of him because he signed for water. He doesn't open it, so I go here, hand over hand. I'm not saying anything, notice, and I'm assisting him. There, the water bottle's open. You can have your water. Okay, so that guarantees a correct response most of the time because you're actually helping the learner. So those are our 4 prompt types, and those come after your cue. That's what your instructional behavior is to help your learner acquire a skill.